Hey, here's Mrs. Lohoff with 5.3, multiplying with fractions C. So now that we've gone over in the last lesson of how to draw out these problems of multiplying a fraction by a whole number, let me show you some tricks because you understand what's going on and you understand what a whole number represents. So here we have 3/10 times 6. So that would be 6 whole units, and each whole unit is divided into tenths, and each one of them has 3/10. So you have 3/10 plus 3/10 plus 3/10 plus 3/10 plus 3/10 plus 3/10, right? So what that means is we are really multiplying our top two numbers, 3 times 6, and keeping our denominator the same in multiplying these together. Let me get my pen to do the color I want. So 3 times 6 is 18, and we keep our denominator the same. That's our answer. We don't have to draw it out. We have to remember that we're going to multiply the whole number by the top of the fraction. Another way to look at this is if we changed the 6 to be a fraction. So we have 3/10 times 6 over 1. Because each unit is one whole unit. It's one part. 6 as a fraction is 6 over 1. Then we multiply across. 3 times 6 is 18, and 10 times 1 is 10. Whichever way makes more sense to you, it doesn't matter. You're doing it correctly. So if you recognize that the whole number is multiplied by the numerator of the fraction, that's great. If you have to write the whole number out as a fraction to multiply your numerators and multiply your denominators, that's fine too. Either way, I have found, here's the answer, 18/10. That's an improper fraction alert. We have made at least one whole group. If I have 18 and each whole unit is made up of 10, well, I could subtract 18 minus 10. That would leave me with 8/10, and I will have made one whole unit. So 18/10 is equal to 1 and 8/10. Now we have to look at our 8/10. Ooh, those are both even numbers. So we can divide by 2 to reduce that fraction and write it in simpler terms. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is 5. When our numbers are right next to each other in counting order, it is reduced as much as it can be. So the answer is 1 4/5. That is our final answer. Let me get rid of the rest of the stuff so you can see that final answer. There we go. 3/10 times 6 is 1 4/5. Let's look at another example. 4 times 3/5. All right, so we are going to multiply the 4 times the numerator of our fraction. 4 times 3 is 12, and we keep the denominator the same. If I want to write 4 as a fraction, it would be 4 over 1, and then I can multiply it by 3/5. And when we multiply fractions, we multiply straight across. So 4 times 3 is 12, and 1 times 5 is 5. Same answer. And we have an improper fraction here. So we need to convert that to a mixed number. If I have 12/5, how many whole groups have I made? Each group is going to have 5. So I'm going to draw it out. This is going to be 5. I need 12 whole pieces. This is going to be 10. And then I should put another 5. So we need 2 more. So we're going to need 2 of the 5 pieces here to get a total of 12. Yeah, I'm going to put 5 there. That's confusing with the 10 in the middle. Shouldn't have done it that way. Forgive me. Each pan is divided into 5 pieces. So there we go, 5, 10, 12. So that's 2 whole pans and 2/5. All right, last one. 2/3 times 12. Now for this one, I'm going to teach you another little trick. In order to not have to simplify in the end, I can look at common factors that my numbers have. Now remember, 12 is going to be in the numerator of a fraction. It's like 12 over 1. What I can do, and I'm going to change colors to do this, what I can do is I can look at my 12 and the number 3 because they're on opposites. They're opposite sides. And I know that I can divide 3 by 3 and I can divide 12 by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. If I can eliminate some common factors at this part of the problem, it saves me time in the end. If this is confusing, don't worry. I'll show you the other way too. So now we multiply across. 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 1 is 1. Well, 8 over 1 is the same as 8. Now, if I were to do that without removing these common factors, let's do it that way. Then we have 2/3 times 12 over 1. And we can just multiply straight across. 2 times 12 is 24. 3 times 1 is 3. Well, we can divide the top and the bottom by 3 to reduce this fraction. That's actually what it means. Remember, a fraction means 24 divided by 3. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Divide the top and the bottom by 3. 24 divided by 3 is 8. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 8 over 1 is 8. Same answer, just some extra steps to get there. So if you're able to look at this problem and say, oh, 12 and 3 have a common factor of 3, I'm going to divide that out. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. It just saves you something in the end. All right, if you'd like extra help, make sure you come to the 1 o'clock support session. Reach out as well if you need help. Keep practicing. I'll see you soon. Bye.